Safe everybody, welcome one and all to episode 30. Woo! It's the big 3-0 here in TerraFirmaCraft Reloaded with DankNStein. So slight extended intro there of just a few bits and bobs I've been doing around the place in between episodes. Went over to the mob farm, grabbed a load of pig iron, and then chucked like a sort of second story onto our new storage area here. Kind of basement level, and yeah, it's just room to expand if there's more things we want to store. Like, we could keep barrels down here, but I'm going to build a separate building for that as discussed. So there's part of me that definitely wants to break through here and like connect it with the deck down there, just to add another route to get around. I think we'll probably end up doing that later on. So I stream TerraFirmaCraft every Tuesday at midday UK time. As it stands, we do like one stream a week on a Tuesday afternoon. We might do some more streaming soon, maybe an evening slot as well. So there's like 2 a week, one afternoon, one evening. We got quite a lot more pig iron, including quite a bit more that we actually picked up in that caving session in the marble, because we did kill a lot of zombies down there. And as you saw at the start of the episode, I spent some time at the mob farm too. So we've got quite a lot of this to convert into steel, which will prep us for starting immersive engineering, which I think is the next thing we're going to do, beyond continuing to push for red and blue steel, which we'll also continue to do. So there's a lot of pig iron to convert. And, well, no time like the present, eh? Alright, so aside from then converting 64 ingots of pig iron, we're not going to do it all. We'll do it in batches to keep ourselves sane. But then we've also got this steel anvil, which we can now melt down. So let's get that. Oh, where is it? Hello. Let's get that into one of these crucibles. That'd be excellent. And how many of these do we have? We've only got 15. I would ideally like to have 25 so that we can just put 5 into every single thing. Also, all of this sand here just keeps getting in the way. Let's get that moved. Right, and look, we've only got 6 pieces of clay. So we were going to try and make more ceramic molds. We need to go out and grab some more clay quickly. Like, it certainly feels like we're running out in terms of like local area options here for digging more clay up. I remember out in this direction there was some there, and we dug all of that up too. And over there was some which we dug up already. I mean, come on. There we go. Like 2 flowers. This might not be a lot. Let's find out. At the very least, it's fair to say that this is a really quick shovel. Right, that's the lot. So that's it. Like, how much was that? Just shy of 3 stacks. Okay, fine. It'll tide us over. It took me longer to find that clay than it did to mine it. Alright, yeah, so these molds, I always forget how expensive they are. I think they're cheap, but they actually aren't that cheap. If I want to make a batch of 8, like this, I'm looking at 20 clay. And we're going to make actually a second batch of 8. Well, let's get that first batch cooking. And we'll do another whole batch of 8, I think. Just give us a few spares beyond 25. Right then. Let's do this. Let's see if I can actually keep up with 5 forges, or whether this is just complete fuel inefficiency, because there'll be too many ready for me that I can't actually work in time. Where'd my steel anvil go? It's gone, hasn't it? You know what's happened? It's despawned when I've left the chunk to go and get that clay, isn't it? It's just emptied the crucible, just like when I logged off in previous episodes. So what we did last time when this happened was we just cheated the items back in, which I think is what I'm going to do now, because 14 ingots of steel is something I'm not prepared to give up, you know? And voila, there we go. Justice has been restored this day. If the other one turns up somewhere else because I've been an idiot, then I'll obviously get rid of it, but I'm pretty certain I left it in that slot, and that's exactly what's happened. Right, on with the show. Let's drop a beat. Alright, welcome back people. The end is nigh. Here we are. That is finished. That one is now finished. Yep, ready to go. And we ended up just using 2 of the forges. I accidentally let the other 3 just go cold. Because I just hadn't touched them. Like I just couldn't. Oh no. I just misclicked a cheeky upset. Let's gamble. Yeah, nope. That's so annoying. So the very last one I did, I just ballsed up just to have that on camera. It's nice, isn't it? But look, we should end up with 2 stacks of 32 and a 14 from the anvil, which I think we have done. Doing some quick maths in my head and doing some counting. Yeah, perfect. So that's a lot of steel. That took a good half hour to an hour, I would say. Something like that. And actually part of me has been thinking, as I've sat here doing this for such a long amount of time, part of me started thinking I really shouldn't progress with red and blue steel until we make some more progress in immersive engineering, because the amount of this steel we're going to have to make, just like we've done now, which is pretty time consuming. That's a lot of steel. Like, we've got over 100 blocks there. That might actually be enough to make the arc furnace. Now I don't know what other machines we're going to need that are like kind of prerequisites to that. I know we need a lot of steel to make it, but once we've made it, we can just put iron ingots in and get steel out. And we can obviously just put ore straight into here and get iron out. So it would become like a much less grueling process. We could sort of do it in the background while we're building, things like that. So I actually think next episode 31, let's make it happen. Let's make episode 31 be immersive engineering time. I think one of the first things we'll need to do, no doubt, is make sure we have some RF power generation, but maybe we can just burn logs in the first instance. I know people have been talking about windmills and water wheels. I need to do my research. I need to get on the wiki. But yeah, I think that's a good plan. Like, it seems like that's going to be more efficient than grinding away at the anvil. Food at last. But we're running low on cheese again. Look, I think we've still got a chunk of bread. Yeah, like a half piece. But yeah, we might need to make more bread and cheese quite soon. Oh, sunrise, you beautiful little thing. Right, let's get these, and let's take another 2 stacks with us, and maybe the fences, but I don't think we'll need them. And so over here, now here's one thing. I want a staircase here actually as well that mirrors the one on this side, which should be easy enough to do. So it's just a platform. Yeah, I see it. I see it. Wait, Yep, I got it. Oh, but we actually can't reflect it over here because we have already done something slightly different. Oh, unless we actually just get rid of these. Yeah, we can do that. So what we're looking at doing is like that and that, and then we'll need to make more, but essentially like that. And then this can come down to here, and it's another link, like when we're like chopping wood, if we want to come straight up to the storage, or if we're like looking at this side of the wooden thing and then we want to go up into the base, it's just like another way. Because I have done it quite a few times where I've wanted to get up to storage. I mean, I guess you could walk all the way down there and then up that staircase. But yeah, it's just roots. It's just infrastructure. The more the merrier. And oh my gosh, how perfect. I mean, maybe you could argue it isn't that perfect because actually we might want to actually get rid of these 2 dirt blocks and come down to this level to make it feel a bit better. I think that's what we do need to do. Let's get this dirt out of the way. It's very kind of iterative. I like to do things and then do things again and then delete, like remove it all and then do it all again. So like right here, for example, we're going to have this slight, but it would make sense for the staircase to just come straight up, straight in line with that, do you think? Or would it be better for there to be a slight irregularity to it? So you come up and then actually you have to come in like that. And also, where does it feel best for it to come into this space from? Like probably like here. Is that right in the middle? That is right in the middle. So if we were to like go off it on this side, like so like in here, that would be a little kink in the other direction. That would be coming up, and then sort of maybe the staircase starting like there. Yeah, let's go with that. Let's just put that in now and see how it makes us feel. And take it from there. And I think we want the stairs to come up, then a little bit straight, and then up again. That would be my hunch here. Yes, that's all fine. This block needs to go. And I guess the question becomes, do we slab? Do we just slab along here? If we used up all our stairs, we have. So in terms of resources, the easiest thing to do is to just slab like that. And I think that's going to feel nice. Indeed it does. And then slight kink and down. Yeah, I'm not, yeah. I think it's better like that. Like there's definitely a part of me that looks at it and goes, these should line up. We should go straight up that way. But then it wouldn't hug this nice kind of rock that's slightly higher level. It just feels a bit more built into the terrain this way. And the more things that aren't symmetrical, and the more interesting the whole thing is to look at. Like one thing we could do is we could just get rid of that. Like it doesn't have to exactly match what's over there. It is at the same height whether we put that little kink in or not. And I think for up here, given the shape of it, we fill that in. And it also then, not having this, because when it was like dug into the area like this, it really highlighted the fact that those two aren't lining up. It felt like this kink here implies they should. Whereas when we do that, it just feels like these are two separate pathways that aren't intended to line up at all, you see. Yeah, man, I think that's cool. So it's all very intuitive the way I build. I just kind of like do it until it works. Like there's not like often much planning going into it at all. It's nice the way those aren't connecting to there. I wonder if that's a property of great wood or if it's a property of slabs. No, it must be a property of great wood because that is not a slab. Interesting. I don't know if we would want those there or not. Maybe we don't. Maybe we want. This is an idea, but like that, just to give that some shape. I don't think these don't match this area. You know what we want to do is make more of these bulbs. So chuck one there, and we would chuck one there. We'll have to come back at night to check, but I'm pretty sure that it will cut the mustard nicely. And then, yeah, this little area down here will be lit up enough from that. Cool. Well, I think that's that little building project complete right now. And with that, let's plant 2 more great woods. You never know. It's just too much wood in this world that we need all the time. And you know what this rain reminds me of? It reminds me of the fact that we are still in the process of making a load of paper. So yeah, this batch here should be done. Oh, look at that perfect trajectory when the rain is pushing me down. Trajectory is perfect. Did we use up all of our... Yeah, I guess we need more fire pit ash to make the potash or something, whatever it's called. Anyway, all this is done. So how much paper has that left us with? 3.5 stacks. I think that might be enough. I think we established we need like just under 3 stacks. I think it might be the perfect amount again. Oh no, it's not. No. We have 16 spare, right? Unless there's 16 in here. Oh my gosh. It's like magic. Except it isn't, because I have been processing things in batches of 64, so you'd kind of... It's also just maths. But who's saying maths isn't magic now? Come on. Alright, amazing. Got lots of paper. We'll need to make some more twigs and ash. Is it called twig? Wooden twig, and then make some ash. But that'll be for the next time we need paper. Like, we should have enough. Hello, I hear you. Okay, actually, looking at the mini map, this place is absolutely crawling. So let's grab all our paper. Like, let's grab all of it. Let's just get out of here. Alright, so to finish up here, let's make all our bookcases. And then we might add that recipe, the bookshelves, yeah, and we'll add the recipe to convert them into vanilla ones. Because I believe vanilla ones have simply been removed from the pack, haven't they? I guess we could check and see if the chisel can do anything with them first. Maybe the chisel bookshelves will be recognised by the enchantment table, but I hear the TerraFirmaCraft ones aren't. Yeah, and then if not, like the main man Stefano's got that video tutorial he put up on how to add that recipe anyway. So blank patterns remind me, right, sticks and lumber. So we need a lot of lumber. We're gonna need a huge amount of lumber. And we're gonna need a little bit, was it a little bit of string? Yeah, I think we've got enough string, I would imagine. Oh, there's a goon here as well. Let's just grab, like, let's just fill up on wood. Okay, let's properly fill up. That looks good to me. Right, get these guys out of my face. Yeah, no ingots there. Alright, so vanilla mob drops. Oh yeah, we've got a little bit of string, to say the least. So let's chuck some of that in there to free up some space. And then let's start making these blank patterns, which we're going to need lots of sticks for as well. Sorry, hold on. Sticks, come here. What was it, like this? Other way around? Okay. Oh wow, we get 4 a shot. That's blatantly more than enough, isn't it? 64, we need 45, right? Perfect. So we could actually make 64 books here, probably. So let's just do that. Fine. And then of those 64, like 45 of them need to go into our, which gives us 19 like spares to enchant at our leisure. Very nice. And then what we're going to need, like 15 times 6, 90 pieces of lumber. So we probably well overshot it with the amount of wood we brought up here, but that's fine. If we can get 32 into each slot, which we almost can, well, we actually can. If we do that, then there they are. There's our 15 bookshelves. Now the thing that's just occurred to me, let's sleep off this rain, because we've been waiting for rain for ages, but actually it's pretty grim. It's pretty grim. Now one thing that's just occurred to me is that unless we sort ourselves out some silk touch, we actually need to place these bookshelves where we intend to keep them, which is not the easiest thing to do right now, except that oh, why is this stopped? Is it a creosote issue? It is. Yes, it's not the easiest thing to decide now before we've actually gone for the build, except that I did have an idea about this actually, which I think is gonna work. Right, that'll keep him going. Yeah, my idea was that, well, here's the rationale. Oh, we need to put the charcoal over here. Boop. Right, so the rationale is that what do we want our enchanting area to be close to? Well, we need it to be close to wherever we get our XP, right? And our mob farm's quite far away, and we're using that more as a sort of pig iron farm than as a XP farm. Where we get our XP predominantly is going to be right about there with all our XP berries, and we're going to overhaul this area soon, but I like the idea of the XP berries growing in a cave that we leave next to our cellar. So there'll be 2 rooms in that like basement floor. We've got the kind of ground floor here, the bedroom's up there, ground floor, kitchen, and then below the kitchen is the cellar, and there'll be like a cave in there for XP berry farm. So you've also then got the armory here with all of our gear, and let's have a look at what there is up here on top of the armory. There is some room, there's some space here, like a decent amount of space. So I think we just put it up here. So we're going to dig into the middle of this right here, right now, right here, right now. Okay, I'll spare you. So it needs to be 5 wide actually, doesn't it? Whatever area it is that we decide to dig out here. But I think just going 2 back, 2 more back will be enough. And this is a jobby for this bubman, who is a beast. So fast for stuff like this. There we go. So if we do that, we put it in there, then the enchantment table will be right there. I actually, just looking at it, I want to go back 2 more. So it's quite a way back further actually. I'm presuming we're not going to cause cave-ins messing about like this. So that. Oh, well done. We will cause cave-ins if we mess about the wrong way. There we go. Okay, we're fine. I think that's fine. I kind of imagine actually we won't enter it from here anyway. Well, we're not going to enter from down here. The entrance is likely to be a little curve and up and in like this. I think that's alright. I mean, did we... How much further in did we actually go? Did we put... Yeah, right, we did. So until we get to the... We could keep going until we get to where we can find the smooth blocks. Oh yeah, we've actually dug out 1 more. Let's take that back. Here. There we go. This is the back row. Fine. And you know what crucial ingredient we've forgotten to bring with us? The enchantment table itself. Now, I guess we also need something to test. So let's use a book or 2 for that. Yeah, I feel like that should be fine. Oh wow, guys, look what I just spotted here. Isn't that lucky I spotted that? We better do a really thorough check of the area. Just check down here. Everything's okay. So wow, I mean they spread pretty far, these cave-ins, don't they? I'm digging over there. And we caused a cave-in right here. That's not ideal. I think that's all that was in there. Yeah, everything else is inventory stuff. I feel we absolutely need to check in here as well. Okay, now I can see no cobble on the floor. I think we got away with it on this side. But I mean, that feels like it's closer over here than it is over there to this area we were digging. Anyway, it seems like we've got away with it. So, a couple of things to test here. I mean, firstly, this is going to go right there. And if we chuck a book in to enchant, we get 225. Okay, it's a 225. And we chuck another one in, it's a 151. It's a 164. Okay, and so this is the old enchanting. I haven't used this in so long. We chuck a bookshelf back there. We get a 254. We get a 252. Let's put like 3 of them down. 1, 1, 2. It's definitely not making a difference. Okay, so we are going to lose the wood from those 3. So what happens if we chuck a couple into the chisel? Oh no, we can't even chisel them. Alright, so without chiseling, our only option is to add the recipe to convert these, which I'm going to have to do off camera now. So rather than including that in this episode, I would just point you to Stefano's video. It really explains it probably better than I could. I'm going to be referring to his video, put it that way. So I'm going to just follow that tutorial, and I'll put a link to his video in the description. So peep it there. And I'll see you in a sec when I've added the recipe. Alright then, so we're back. Let's see if this works. Oh, Stefano, you legend. And look, I didn't do, as you suggested in your video, like 3 for each vanilla one. I didn't feel I needed to make it any harder, if I'm honest, because it took us ages to get this thing with those gems anyway. I feel like we deserve enchantments at this point, you know? So, that's that. Does it work? I should have maybe placed a couple before I checked, but there it is. A level 30 book. Poison 1 and Confusion 1, that strikes me as being a bad one. Power 4, now we're talking. We can make a power 4 bow, that's awesome. We need to go get our berries. And I guess we probably want to save some of them, we don't maybe want to use them all up, but let's just do another level 30 one at least. So we get 3 level 30 books out of it straight away. Oh, almost bang on there. 2 more? 2 more. What's it going to be? Drum roll, please. This is the tense moment. Are we going to see ourselves take a looting 3 book here? Looting 3. That'd be ideal. Okay, fire protection. Well, we'll do more enchanting next time, guys. But here we go. We've set it up. And look at our XP. I mean, not our XP. I was just thinking, what's happened to all of our hit points? We know what's happened to our hit points. Gone with the XP. But look at this. I think this is exciting. This is a milestone. So, yeah, thanks everyone for watching. Episode 30. Here we are. Very, very nice indeed. Thanks for supporting so far. I believe we're only just getting started here. So episode 30 going on 300, yeah? Nice one. Thanks everyone, take care. Peace.